Men, Masculinity, and Love by Bell Hooks. I have been reading this book for the past couple of days, and today I finished the book. And I feel like Bell Hooks demonstrated a new type of idea to me that I wish to talk about and explain to you today, and how I feel like it changed me as a person, and also how it's going to change you as a person as well. Um, Before we get started, I like to do this every video. Thank you to my 30 subscribers. Over the past couple videos, the shorts, I feel like I've been like exploding with followers, subscribers. Really, I don't even like saying that, but like people who want to join our like community and like trying to better themselves and trying to be educated. I just want to shout out to all those people who are supporting me and encouraging me to keep going and everything, and I just really appreciate it. But with that disclaimer out of the way, I want to get started with the video for today. So The Will to Change, Men, Masculinity, and Love by Bell Hooks is a book about how men in general, masculinity, and love is all shaped by this patriarchy, or this system that holds men constrained and doesn't give them the ability to actually love themselves or to love their families. And I pretty much agree with majority of what she said, but I also want to point out some things also that I think some people might disagree on and stuff like that. So in parts of her book, she said that men should be able to feel their feelings and be able to express them, which I feel like is very true, because I feel like that's putting yourself into a type of mental incarceration when you're not able to express your feelings and express yourself. But a way that, like, old thinking would be like, oh, you have to be stoic and you have to not show emotion. Okay, that's cool. But what I think men need to do is that, I don't want to say hide it, but you need to also remember that these rules will stay the same rules regardless if you like it or not. So express yourself in a way so you won't break down or you won't get upset over the big things or anything like that. Because we also want to just protect ourselves in that way and not just full on explode. So moving on to my next point, the masculinity part. She talks about how masculinity is shaped in the way of dominating over others and just being in a dominator role. So with that, I say, okay, men do have a natural urge to just dominate over everything, and we can't just go ahead and go tell them that, okay, well, we've been dominating over people for thousands of years, just stop doing that now. That's not how that works. So I feel like a balance in the way of that is saying, okay, dominate in things that don't have to like legitimately hurt people or make people feel that they're being dominated over. But that's a little hard to do because I feel like everything in life is kind of like a competition. So you're going to have to like dominate in some areas of your life. Like, I dominate in education, in books, in like doing YouTube. Like, well, I'm not dominating yet on YouTube, but you know, that's the whole premise. I like one day, one of these days, one day I'm going to dominate over YouTube. I'm going to be like known for the things I'm talking about now. In the past and in the future, I'm gonna, you know, be doing great on YouTube. But with wrapping that up, I want to say that men should be able to dominate, but not dominate over so much to the point where people feel like they're being dominated over, and that's making them feel just like trash, you know, because we don't want people feeling like that. We want people to feel like actual, genuine, like human beings. And my last point is love. So I think I believe in older times or in previous generations, men have not been able to learn how to love on themselves and their families in that retrospect. Because I feel like that love has to be like produced in a way, because we can only see in the lens that like love comes from mom, comes from the mother. We never see that love come from dad at all. But we can also say that love can come over that, and that love can be provided by a man and not only a woman. So in that retrospect, men should try to learn how to love. That doesn't mean that like loving as a man makes you weak at all, because I believe it doesn't. But showing that you love your family, showing that you love yourself, I feel like is the pinnacle of being a man and the pinnacle of being masculine. Because nobody will love your family harder than you'll love your family. So why not, as a man, use your strength and use your boldness, use your just everything, every characteristic, every architect, every just part of you as a man, just to love and take care of your family. It doesn't always have to be I'm the cold off father that doesn't talk to my children or anything like that. You want to build strong relationships and bonds with your children no matter of anything, because that will transfer from you to them, your kids, kids, and so on. Because that love is transferable and she'll be passed on forever or for each generation of your family. So that's the end of the YouTube video for today. Again, thank you to my 30 subscribers, or I want to say community members now. And I'm very proud to keep doing this, keep producing content, and trying to educate, teach, and just help people on education and just things I think about. So with that wrapping up, if you want to know more in detail about the book is called The Will to Change Men, Masculinity, and Love by Bell Hooks. And I love to hear what y'all think in the comments, so comment below. And if you want to join our community and people trying to better themselves, trying to learn more, and just trying to hear just thoughts from a different perspective, just hit that follow button, like button, and I'll see you around. Peace.